Just kidding. I'm super happy about this news, actually. There is nothing that could dampen my mood today anymore. Because if you watched my previous video, BuzzFeed is struggling badly and just had another huge round of layoffs. Make sure you check that video on the main channel. You don't want to miss that. But we've all been waiting, having in bated breath, waiting to see if we might see Lilly Singh canceled. See, late night television show hosts are currently floundering here on YouTube without their laugh tracks and their audiences trained dogs to clap. But, you know, some are doing better than others. I think somebody like Lilly Singh is actually more equipped to survive YouTube, the move to YouTube, because, well, she understands it. She has built her original audience here on YouTube. But the show itself had absolutely terrible ratings. And we've been wondering, would it get renewed for a second season? Well, as of May 12th, we've seen the end of year ratings come out. The Tonight Show finishes #1 in late night. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon has won the late night ratings week, May 4th through 8th, head-to-head with ABC and CBS competition, key adult 18 to 49 demo, according to some live plus same-day figures from Nielsen Media Research. Tonight prevailed versus Jimmy Kimmel Live for their head-to-head half hour at 11:30 to midnight, versus The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, 11:30 to 12:35 time slot. From who cares about any of this? Let's look at what Lilly Singh does. So then we had Late Night with Seth Meyers ranked #1 versus The Late Show with James Corden. And then we have Tonight continues to lead all entertainment TV competitors on YouTube, since most programs converted to at-home settings starting March 17th with 403 million YouTube views in that time frame. That tops Jimmy Kimmel Live, the nearest non-NBC competitor, by more than 122 million views. Yikes. Tonight continues to rank as the #1 most watched entertainment TV program on YouTube, having accumulated 1.1 billion views, up 38% from the same time frame in 2019. Now, this, of course, isn't without the help of YouTube. We know that YouTube wants to be TV. They want to have all of these late night shows flooding their search algorithm. Why? Because the content that comes out from them already adheres to advertiser-friendly standards. They don't ever have to worry about Jimmy Fallon making anyone mad, because he has somebody on staff specifically to make sure that his content adheres to whatever the latest standards and practices are. The same is true of Lilly Singh and anybody else, Stephen Colbert, all these people. That's why YouTube loves this type of content. Late Night with Seth Meyers generated the week's #2 and 3 most viewed late night talk show YouTube clips, blah, 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 blah. Now let's get down to Lilly Singh. A Little Late with Lilly Singh has generated more than 8.2 million social interactions. That's not even really that many, across 4 main social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, since premiering September 16th. Well, that's even less. That's even less impressive if that's to date. To rank #1 among all freshman series across all day parts and distributors. Now, I don't know who else is a freshman in this or not, but A Little Late has accumulated 51 million YouTube views since its launch to easily rank #1 most viewed new broadcast series on the platform. Interesting. Well, what does that mean? Let's look at total viewers. A Little Late, Lilly Singh, adults 18 to 49, 0.12, the lowest rating, which is hilarious to me. Who's watching Lilly Singh? If you watch The Tonight Show or Jimmy Kimmel, they have 0.3, 0.32. Then it gets a little later, 0.26, 0.17. Then Lilly Singh on the latest, 0.12. Interesting, isn't it? Then we get to Lilly Singh, all right, 1135. Or I'm sorry, total viewers. NBC Tonight Show's 1.859, CBS's Late Show 2.8, a full million viewers more. You drop down to Late Night with Seth Meyers, I think that is, just under 1 million viewers. And then you go to Lilly Singh, just 534,000 viewers. Those are pathetic numbers. However, I think mainstream television is pursuing this more mixed blend. That's why you see on these ratings them reporting on like social media impressions and things like that. They're more concerned about YouTube revenue because they're stealing it from independent content creators, and it's lucrative. I mean, quite honestly, they don't have to negotiate their own deals. YouTube probably gives them sweetheart CPMs, CPMs that regular content creators will never see. And that's why they're so heavily pushed on the platform. Well, I have bad news. Lilly Singh is here to try and lighten our moods. She says she feels responsible to put out positive content. Singh told CNN in a recent interview. There's a lot of headlines that are really scary. And I think that's because I have such a large following. I feel a sense of responsibility to share optimism and positivity and not fearmonger. By the way, I can respect that. Honestly, I can. Singh, who's 31, built her audience with witty comedy, agree to disagree, and distinct sketches on YouTube. Over the last decade, her videos have amassed more than 15 million subscribers and 1 billion views. Singh, who is an Indian descent, identifies as... There can't possibly be a single article in existence that doesn't... I mean, did you know? Did you know Lilly Singh is a woman, bisexual, POC? Did you know that? Did you guys know? She also likes to appropriate black culture. Did you guys know that? Did you know Lilly Singh is stunning and brave? Well, let's get to the bad news. A Little Late with Lilly Singh is renewed for season 2 at NBC. Now, I understand why they did this. First of all, I don't think you can shows lightly, especially in their very first year. Shows need time. Lilly Singh has had an absolute boatload of constructive criticism here on YouTube, none of which has she taken in stride. She refers to them as haters and basement dwellers instead, and incels and things like that. So I'm sure that season 2 will be just as bad of a disaster. But with the help of YouTube forcing her content down everyone's throats, who knows? I mean, if you could have... think about that. My channel gets 800,000 viewers a day right now. More people watch my show every day than Lilly Singh. My show is more popular than Lilly Singh. If the network put me on the air, I would do better than Lilly Singh. And thousands of commentator peers here on the platform would also do better than Lilly Singh. But we're not bisexual women of color, I imagine. Oh, look at the headline. There it is in the headline, too. A Little Late with Lilly Singh renewed for season 2. Great. Singh is the first openly bi woman of person of color and Indian South Asian descent. Jesus, who cares? Is it funny? Nobody watches television shows for people that look like them. They watch television shows because they're good. Or maybe they've fallen asleep and they haven't changed the channel, which is, I'm assuming, what makes up about 30% of the puny 500,000 people that tune in every night to her show. Freshman late night talk show hosted A Little Late with Lilly Singh has been renewed for a second season at NBC. The network announced Wednesday. Lilly is an incredible talent. A Little Late has brought an expanding global audience to NBC, and we look forward to another season of her unique showmanship. Showwomanship and style, said Katie Hockmeyer, Executive Vice President of Late Night Programming, NBC. Now, maybe she's really popular in India. It could be, much in the way many of our modern content factories like Disney will pander to China. India is a gigantic market. So maybe she's really popular there, and her numbers could dwarf anybody else's. And ultimately, eyeballs are eyeballs. Singh is the first open... Oh, my God. It's like nobody... Why did... She's the first openly unfunny person to host a late night show. That is a more accurate headline, or more telling headline. The first season was nominated for a GLAAD Media Award. Gee, I wonder why. Hosting my own late night show and interviewing guests from Malala Yousafzai to Snoop Dogg has been a fun ride for me, said Singh, who executive produces the show, to hosting. I learned so much during the first year of creating a show from scratch. You didn't create it from scratch. And I'm excited about A Little Late will return for a second season in NBC. Look, I hope she gets better, because right now she's an embarrassment to YouTubers. She is a symbol of essentially everything wrong with corporatized YouTube content, edgy content made for 13-year-old boys and girls. That's the type of content that gets promoted by YouTube, and that's what TV wants, apparently. And hey, if it works out for them, great. I'm happy for them. Really, I am. I don't think it's going to last long, but I don't think networks roll out a brand new show and then bail on it after 1 year. I would have been shocked and appalled if they canceled the show, because especially with everything going on right now, that probably helped her. Finding a replacement, putting something else in that time slot would have been more difficult to do now, especially with these uncertain times. So Like it or not, we've got Lilly Singh for another year, and I look forward to even more cringe coming out of her network and getting to report on the continued fall in ratings. I don't believe Lilly Singh will grow in ratings in 2021. I don't. If I'm wrong, I'll be wrong. I've certainly been wrong before, so it won't be the first time. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.